Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. It is time to do a bit more of Wilbur the pig, and boy has it been a bloody hot day today. Yes, don't forget guys, if you're diamond painting, get yourself a nice hot cup of coffee or tea. I've got my cappuccino here, which I normally call cappuccino. But we're going to do, it's basically earwork in this session, so we're going to finish off this little bit of the ear. P I'll have to tackle another time, purely because I've got all trays at full capacity, even the new ones that have come in. And then we're going to be tackling more of this ear. As you can see down here, it's mainly earwork in this. I want to focus on the ear in this session. So what we're going to do first of all is, let me get my L. That's the one we were missing before, weren't it? So let's get that all up and done. It has been another scorcher here today in the United Kingdom, around about 27 degrees, which I believe my friends across the pond, they get much higher weather than us. So I think the highest we've ever had is probably 32 or 34, so yeah, it's not been very nice weather at all. I like the heat, but it's just been, I mean, you can probably tell in the background I've got two fans going, so it's, at the moment they're just spinning heat around. It's not actually giving us any breeze whatsoever. And yeah, I was debating, shall I put the birthday cake video up, or shall I just, you know, carry on with this. I need to make an announcement. The football video that I'm doing, the basketball, I did say that that was going to be on a Saturday. That's moving to Tuesdays now, because obviously what I'm doing is I'm doing the summer theme throughout the week, and then the farm theme will be this week, you know, every weekend. What will happen is each weekend you will have a rotation. So obviously you've had the chicken and the pig this week, so next week will be, say, like the rooster and the cow. I'm still going to introduce new farmyard animals. I don't feel that the farm theme needs to finish yet, so I'm going to be introducing the cow hopefully next Sunday. So what I've done is I've took the flowers off for the minute, and I will keep Hobie off for the minute, and we'll just crack on with these farm ones. And then once we've finished one, we can bring in a bit more of Hobie. Hobie is basically just waiting for a colour that can match the existing colour of that brown. That's what's really holding us up here. What's happened there? I think I don't know what happened there. If I put them, I'll have to check that. Let me take that out, because I don't know why I've just switched that. But we'll check that up later on. So that's that colour. We're going to do the V next, crafting with V, as you can see, V. So this is like a blue sort of, I don't know what you would call that. It's like a very light shade of bluey grey. It's a lovely colour, that. Never worked with that colour before, so I've been putting some more paintings in my new lemon citrus or sison, whatever it's called, file. So I've been putting that in there, and I've got most of them fitted in there. There are some, I don't think the files do 40 to 50 sizes, so I'm going to have a rummage around for one that size, because some of them are 40 times 50, so yes. La 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 la. They've got Mamma Mia on ITV2, and I've been recording it. My mum absolutely loves Mamma Mia. So we've got some other colours here that I want to just finish off if we can. Although we haven't got the trays, we'll just have to tip it onto the thing. I can't not finish that now, because we're so close to it. Oh crap, I've got the D out. So yeah, normally if I ain't got enough trays, I'll just pour them on the light board. But that woman Sam Van Green on TikTok, I'm going to try and get that link so that I can get that, this very high sturdy sort of diamond painting thing. because it's supposed to be a light bulb that's very high tech or something. So yeah, so we'll just finish off up here as well. Might put my light pen on for that part there, but no, we don't need it. But seeing as with, normally I don't get colours out if I haven't got a tray, but seeing as this part's like literally almost done, we might as well carry on with it and get this last little section here done, and then we can move down the painting. So yeah, I've had a lovely chicken korma and rice, but I got this chicken which is called chicken thigh. I don't really go for chicken thighs. I normally go for the diced chicken, but they didn't have any, which is no surprise with this bloody shop. Every time you want to get something, they've never got anything that you want. And what's annoying is with Snappy Shopper, they will, if they're not in stock, they will advertise some things on there, so you think, oh lovely, that's in stock, and then they change it, like about 10 minutes after you've placed the order, they'll go, order change, we can't fulfill it. And it's like, why do you put it on the site if it's not available? But yeah, because at the weekend, I got my mum, last weekend I think it was, I got my mum some flowers, so I paid for the, you know, the delivery fee, because I can send it to her on my delivery app thing, the Snappy Shopper delivery app, and then just change the address to over hers. But look at that, that is done. Yeah baby, brilliant. So now we're going to do down here, and then obviously I selected the flowers that I wanted, which is like a boutique-y one, and they said, sorry, we don't have it. So they refunded me. And then I thought, well, I need them. So I bought the other flowers that they do, because they do like a bouquet. The Buckingham bouquet, Western speaking, huh? You know, Mrs. Bucket. I used to love watching that, you know, with the man that always got fed up with the, and the, yeah, so I thought, well, I'll get them ones then, you know, it is what it is on that one. So yeah, but the news has changed a bit, now it's all to do with Boris Johnson, so we'll probably have that for weeks on end. We've got a lovely fuchsia pink here, I don't mind rattling it, it's like but yeah, so, but today has just been a really muggy, like humid sort of day. I can't remember what colour that was that C? Let me turn that off. Yeah, I think that's our C, isn't it? Okay. I'll just double check it just in case. Yeah, that's C. Brilliant. Okie doke. Don't worry, I'm not stopping yet. But I really had to push myself to do this tonight, because this type of weather, it's not nice to work in when it's boiling hot and stuff. And I was like, I was going to put up the birthday cake, because that is basically like as a backup. So for example, if I'm running late, or you know it's too hot, or we've got, you know, train delays or anything that comes up, I put that in as like a little backup, so it don't technically have a stop. There's a lovely colour regime going on here, so we'll go down a bit further. I've actually marked it already, as you can see. It's quite a big square, and I'm happy with that size actually, so we'll make it a nice big one, this one, I think. So although this is, like, there are patches in here where we can do multi-placing, I do want to sort of board it in first, and then if we get an opportunity to do some, we will, because it's a lot of different swapping colours. But yes, I'm off to the dentist tomorrow, so yeah, not that I really want to go. I mean, I just consider it pointless, because he basically wants to do a review of the extraction that happened a few months ago. And apparently he won't do the next extraction without going through that review first. And I was like, well, I'm going that way, so let's just get it out of the way. You know, because otherwise it meant £7.90 on the train just for a 5-minute appointment to go, yeah, that's right, okay. But what I'm going to do is after that, I'm going to pop over my relatives and pick up the Temu hauls. So I've got a lot of Temu hauls picked up over there. We've had problems in the area, and what's happening is Herms are delivering it, because I have to send it to the locker because of work and that. And they're saying that it's going to be there, then it's not, then it's not. You know, they put it out, then it's not. Then they put it back out again, then it's, oh, we've got a problem, we can't deliver it today. So we've had nothing but problems. The locker I use is normally the one that's outside Tesco, the one in the town centre, but that locker is a nightmare. It's always full, you can never get anything in there. So I'm thinking about using the one that's behind Sainsbury's, because that one's quite a bigger one and it's always got loads of room. So, but yesterday when I tried to divert this other one that I ordered, it was telling me that the only lockers available were in London, and I was like, oh my god, you know. So that was quite interesting. Yeah, I'm just gonna, you know, hop on the train, spend 30 quid just to pick up a parcel. So yeah, that's pretty good. Put that one, I think, around there. But it's lovely to be getting into this section. This is the bit I've been dying to get to, because we're starting that pig's face, and oh yes, 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 cannot wait. So just to get a bit more splash of colour as well, because we've been working on that blue for so long. So yeah, it's been really lovely really. So yeah, but I'm not looking forward to going out in this hot weather, that's for sure. I want to get to my appointment, get to my relatives, and then I'll probably leave about 5ish once it cools down a bit. And the other bit that I'm sort of concerned about is if there's any train delays, I'm going to be stuck on that platform in the scorching heat, and I really don't want to do that, because there is a waiting room, but they always have it, but for some reason it's always locked, and there is a bit of a shady bit under the platform, but I don't really, sorry, under the tunnel bit, but you know. Okay, H, I'm sure we did that one, but we haven't, so that's fine, we'll have to bring it out. This H is like a dark pink, sort of like, you know them sweets that you can get, the little mice and ice creams, they're old fashioned, but they're so lovely. So let me just, I'm going to move this down a bit like there. Yeah. It's nice when you get to the second road because you're near enough done on it, so it's really cool. Later on I'll probably watch the news and then head to the land of Nod, because I've got to get up early tomorrow for the dentist. So yeah. Okay, what I'll do, I was going to multi-place put them, but the trouble is when I have to pull them on the light board, you can't turn them over as easy. I struggle to turn them over and stuff, so we'll just take this one nice and slow. Yeah, so I thought, oh, I'll have to record Mamma Mia and watch that whenever I can, really. Normally I watch a movie on a Friday night with a few treats, get KFC in or a Mackie D's. Friday's like my treat day, so So this is where it's going to get a little bit complicated, because we've now got various other colours going on. So what I'm going to do is, I think we'll try diamond paintings with TM technique. Diamond paints with TM will normally work from the bottom up. So what I'll do is I'll fill this up to around about, let's focus on all this part here, then we can offload them colours if we get that far, and then we can use the trays to fill up this. Yeah, that'll work. We'll do it that way, and then that way we've got something for the blue that we've got up there, so pretty good. But I was watching another diamond painter today, and she actually told us, which I didn't know, that when you get a Diamond Art Club box, if it's got a round circle on it, it means it's a round drill, and then if you've got a square on it, it means it's a square drill. So yeah. Yes, what I'll do is I'll have me cup of tea at 10 o'clock, or what I'll do is I'll finish this about 8:45, and then I've got 10 minutes to make my tea and that, because whenever the news is on, I like to, oh crap, hang on a minute, A, okay, so A goes there. Whenever the news is on, I like to, yeah, that is that. I like to have a few bickies, so yeah. There's this channel that I watch on TikTok, and it's about this lovely lady who likes Lurpak butter, and she does videos with her granddaughter, and it's such a lovely video. She's always shopping and she's going, oh, look at this, that's nice. But she loves her Lurpak, and apparently Warburton's, the bread makers, sent her a box of crumpets, and I think another part was a loaf of bread. She's got some Lurpak in it, I think. I don't think Warburton's do Lurpak butter, but yeah, it was so lovely to see, and nice, because obviously Warburtons don't really do gifts like that, so that was really like a one-off sort of gift, I suppose. Oh, do you know what? I'm really happy we're getting into this colour. I've been waiting so long to do this. And now his face is starting to be done, so it's really cool. Yeah, another busy week ahead. But I'm actually thinking of, getting a week's holiday, because I'm literally exhausted. I need a break, and I need time off. So I'm gonna, let's just get that on there. I'm gonna ask for a week off, I think, because I need it now. But if I take a week off, it will be like a week off doing YouTube videos as well. Because filming every day takes it out of you a bit. It does sort of like wear you out. But I discovered what's been going on with the subs. So what happens is, if you Google it, I found out, because my friend asked me, she was at a set number of subs or something, and some of the subs were reduced and then it went back up again. What it is YouTube do an audit. So what happens is, every month they'll check all your subs, the people that subscribe to you, and they will basically remove any channels that are subscribed to you that don't have a profile or don't have any content, to take out bots and that, or something they were saying. So they will do, if you just type in something like, do YouTube take your subs away, that's what happens. It's basically just to keep out all the spam accounts and all stuff like that. So, which was interesting to know, because I have noticed when, say like I don't upload for a day, my subs go and then they come back again the minute I put a video up, and it's like YouTube want you to do it like every day of the week. I mean, I could understand if you were getting paid to do YouTube, which, you know, fair play, but obviously if you're not getting paid for doing YouTube videos, then, you know, I don't understand why they have to play about with your subs numbers. As I've always said, my channel is just about a build diary for myself, so that when I'm, you know, finished with diamond painting, if I, you know, ever decide, right, this is getting boring, like I've done this for years now, I quite enjoy it, I love doing it, then I can look back and go, I done that when I was 30, you know, so it's pretty cool. But yeah, the money side of it, I'm not interested in any way, shape or form. So, I mean, if you're doing a YouTube channel, you want it to be fun. You don't want to consider it as like a job. So, for me, I consider it as like a hobby, I suppose. Yeah. Do you know what? Doing this pink colour, you know them sweets you can get, the little pigs that have got the dark pink ears? That's what this reminds me of. Especially this colour here, because that would be like the colour of the ear on the sweet. But yeah. It does feel a bit strange doing it from the bottom up. I'm so used to doing it from the top down. So, yeah, let me get some more wax. I don't know what it is, but whenever I use this pen, it's the only sort of pen that requires the most wax. And I don't know what I might do, depending on the circumference of that, I might be able to put a metal placer in that. Or, I'll tell you what, that one there might just be the perfect placer for that, because it's got that depth for it. Maybe. I'm not sure. But it would make the light, I suppose it would make the light a bit more brighter as well, because you ain't got that transparency through there. So maybe, oh, I've gone that way, so zigzag. But I've been watching a program called Susan Cowman, and she goes around different places, and she's went to the Botanic Gardens today. In the episode that I watched today, and it's really lovely out there. It looks, apparently it was designed to replicate a teardrop. It's really, really lovely to see that, because I was reading an article in the news, and there's this big, I don't know where it is, it could be the Botanic Gardens, but there's a place in the UK that grows giant water lilies. So my mum used to have one in her pond, but I don't know what happened to it. I think it sort of died off. But it was lovely each year seeing the little flower on it. It's really lovely indeed. So pretty good. Oh look, with Mr. H, look. There you go. Surprising how quick you can, you know, do a couple of lines, isn't it? It's really lovely to, yeah. I think what it is I'm going to take out this old wax, because I think that's what's causing it. So let me take that out, and then, because the wax does need changing, because obviously it can dry up and stuff. So we'll get a good old whack on that. Okay, where was we? F. But yeah, and obviously these will be, you know, ready for Easter next year. So I've always wanted to get them done in time for, you know, special occasions and stuff, but I can never get them done in time. I'm just too busy. I'm like a robot. I don't stop from the minute I get up to the minute I go to bed. I just keep doing it, you know, as I've said before, I'm always like, right, I've got to do this and I've got to do that. I can't rest, if you get me. I can't just like sit there. I have to be doing something. The only thing I can get to, you know, if I need to sit down and clear some of the videos to watch, the only thing that I can do to make me do it is make a cup of tea, because then I know that I've got to drink that before I can, you know, get up. Yeah, but apologies, the videos have been quite late going up. I mean, I always try to aim to get them scheduled in for 10 AM the next day, and, you know, 10 AM every day, but the heat is just unbearable. You can't really do anything when it's that sort of temperature. It really, at the moment the kitchen is probably the hottest in the room. I've literally got 2 fans going at the moment, so it just feels like you can get a bit of the air, but it just feels like it's hot air being spun around. So they've actually said on the news it's going to be like a humid sort of muggy night there, which is going to not be very nice. But do you know what? The thing that hit me the most this morning was you woke up and the sheer heat blasting onto you. It was not nice. So the minute I got up, I moved the fan into the front room and I was like, right, let's put the fan on. It's probably, my electric bill is probably going to be like super sky high, but what can you do? I mean, you can't, you know, even with the windows open, it just don't seem to do anything. It just is constantly just, oh no, we've got another colour here now. How many of that have we got? Literally one. Are you for real? Look at that, 1 U, and that's it, out of all of that. Right, well that U can wait for a minute. Look at that, just literally 1. I'm gonna do it though, because if I don't, I'll be like, right, I've got to do that. Really looking pretty at that. Seeing it, you know, this is the other thing as well, is like seeing this pretty colour makes me just want to go until the end now, you know, get it all done. But the next sort of session is going into that butterfly, so I'm looking forward to getting a bit of that done. Esquire, you know. But yeah, I've recently sent my packages from Temu to my relatives, because we're not getting them. When they say they're coming, they're not coming on time, and then it's like 4 days down the line. So I've had to move it back to my relatives for the minute until they sort this out, because I'm thinking what I'll do is I'll change the locker. So I'll change the locker from that Tesco one, because that seems to be the culprit that's doing it. So I think what's happening is it's not the driver's fault, but every time he goes there, it's saying full. So this big one, the Sainsbury's, I think is going to be the best option. But it depends, as I said, if it comes up, because when I selected one before, it didn't come up until gone London. So there was one in Housestead, but good God, that's like going to Braintree twice. this colour here, this red, is such a beautiful pink. Really, really lovely. Now every time I'm going to look at this, I'm going to think of them pig sweets. But can you see how it's like difficult to multi-place, because it's a lot of swapping and changing colours. So but I love it. Really, really do love it. But yes, I don't have to worry about filming tomorrow because the Starship Glows, the Starship Globe, I'm calling it a globe because it's like got a circle in it, so I thought, yeah, because I've got obviously other paintings that are starfishes, so that's already pre-recorded. So I try where I can, if I've got a bit of spare time and I've done what I need to do, I will try and film it perhaps 1 hour in the evening if I've got time to do it. But then other times I'm just like, I can't be asked. For example, this one should have been pre-recorded, ready, but I haven't been able to get to it until now, so because of this bloody weather. I shouldn't moan about the weather really, because it's about time we had decent weather, but it could just do with a little bit of a breeze, So this is a bit annoying because they've done all that lovely pink and now there's flecks of grey in it. But again, it's up to you, If you feel like you want to swap it out to a pink, it's entirely up to you. But the reason they do this is to break the colour up, because otherwise it would be all the same sort of colour, But I think, let me just have a look at my diary. I'm not sure what unboxing it might be, because I've got a couple of vintage and then I've got a couple of Temu hauls. So let me just have a look what's on Wednesday. We've got, oh yeah, it is. So Wednesday the 14th is the vintage, and then it goes to a Temu on the 21st, and then the 28th is Temu. So, but I might alternate it, because I've got a couple of vintage and I've got a couple of, well, the majority of them is obviously Temu now, because as we drift away from Amazon. But thank you for your comment, Angela McCabe, who is haunting going on with Angela's life journey, who mentioned that she's having problems with Amazon as well. I think he said that the driver didn't want to deliver to a flat or house or something. So yeah, she's sounds like she's having it. The problem with me is, since obviously Temu has come along, it's one of the reasons why I sort of moved to like shopping with Fanshaws or One Day Saving or AliExpress, is because with me they send the parcel out, and I live in Braintree, so obviously they send the parcel out, and then what happens is they send it from the furthest depot away. So it used to be Cambridge. Now, I know for a fact there's a depot for Amazon in Ipswich, and then all of a sudden it's been changed to Harlow. Now, Harlow is the other side of London, so why on earth would you send it so far away? And the thing is, they've got a depot in Basildon as well. So why do they pick the most furthest one away? And it's really unfair, because obviously you want to get on with the rest of your day and you can't. And what really frustrates me is when they say it's out for delivery at 10 o'clock and it's going to be between so and so, and then like 1 or 3, and then when it gets to 3 they push it back again. So it's like, what is the point? And then near enough every time I get a delivery, it always seems to come, well, actually, look at that. Oh, very interesting mingulation there. Yeah, when it seems to come, it's always like 6-7 o'clock at night, so you can't really. And then other times they turn up at like, say, an hour behind. so like an hour after it's gone out for delivery. But they're just so expensive lately. Everything's just ridiculously priced. I mean, it's like links, £11 for, you know, for a gift set like of like shower gel and that. I was looking for Frylight earlier. They've got no Frylight apart from this one that's 3 in a pack, £9. How the hell do they get away with selling it for that sort of price? I really don't know. So for me, as I said, I'm probably I will still shop with, you know, the odd painting here and there if I can't find it, but it's all about, you know, shopping around, see what you can find, you know, and get it at the, you know, the best price really. But yeah. I think I'll do the rest of this line and then I'm going to have a bit of my coffee before it gets cold. But yeah, I'm looking forward to going to get my other Temu packages. So yeah. But apparently we have got, Alexa, what's the weather forecast for tomorrow?
Tomorrow for entry, it looks like there will be lots of clouds.
Yes. So hopefully some rain, because they have been saying that we're supposed to be getting a thunderstorm, so, well, tonight as well actually for that matter, but yeah. When we do the nostrils of the pig, I think it's going to be quite dark against the pink. I'm not too sure how that's going to pan out, but we will have to wait and see on that one. So remember, once we get to this edge bit, I'm not going to do the blue. Once we tackle this pink, we'll offload some of the trays. I don't think we're going to get to the blue tonight, or even finish the bit of this pink here, because obviously I need to get my tea ready for the news. The news is only really on us like 10 minutes on Sunday, isn't it? But that's gorgeous. Do love a good cup of tea. But they had a deal on Snappy Shopper, and it was £2 for the cappuccino sachets that I get, and I was like, oh yeah, I've got to have them. I have this one, which is, hang on a minute, let's get that there. So the one I normally have is, oh dear, is this one here. I mean, they do chocolate mocha and all sorts, but I have the Nescafe latte ones. What I love about the sachets is everything's in there that you need, so you don't have to muck about with it's just, I'm quite a lazy person, I'll be honest. I don't like doing things that are effort. So for example, putting the tea bag in the cup and putting milk in, that's like effort, whereas a sachet, you've got it all in there and you don't need to bother about doing that. So it's also cheaper as well, like you don't have to worry about buying a pint of milk. But yes, I do love my Tetley's, and I do like to dunk a good biscuit in my tea when I'm, that's another thing that TikToker said, is like, you've got to have a good dunk when you're having your when you're having your tea, and it's true. But I've got some really sort of good unboxings coming soon, so I'm really happy with that. But I've got a problem. So where I have been getting, where I'm trying to segregate the packages into diamond paintings only and, you know, gadgets and stuff, I've noticed that Temu have started to be, once one shipped and the other one shipped, they're bundling it into one shipment and you've got the one single tracking number. So what I'm going to have to do is, in order to keep them as separate as possible, is I'm going to have to let that ship, wait a couple of days or wait a day, and then get the next order in. So otherwise you're going to get diamond painting with other things that are not basically diamond painting related. So you will still get a couple of packages that have got some other bits and bobs in as well, but their clothing department is fantastic. I gave my relative his sliders that I got in the recent unpacking, and he loved them. He was really, really good. They do some really decent stuff, and you sort of wonder, oh, I don't know, you know, it's a little bit cheap for, you know, a pair of shoes, but they were really comfortable, apparently, he said. So yeah, result. But I've seen some lovely tracksuits on there and some hoodies, so I might get some of them. So yeah. I can't believe how much we've done. I think the reason why we've got so much done is because we only literally had a bit up there to do, so this is definitely getting into a good bit now. Just put that on there because I took all that. That's plus. I've got Ghost Angela every time, like my kettle just randomly made a click noise, and I don't know why. I actually wonder if I do have a ghost though, because some nights I hear these noises of like a click sound or something, and I'm like, there's nothing switched on, so it's just random, you know. But there's these gadgets you can get. I've seen them online. It's like a plug, but it's got like a little bar on it. And what it does is you press the button on your phone and it flicks the kettle on and off. It's really cool. So I might get some of them. And Angela, regarding the biscuits you said about, they are lovely. So next time I'm going there, I'll get some, because I don't go out my way just to get biscuits. If I need a pack of biscuits, I'll get it from the closest shop. But if I'm ever going past them again, I will pop in and get some, because they were really nice. Makes a difference than the standard vanilla ice baby. Ice baby. Oh, lovely. Do love a good cup of tea and a good coffee. Normally in the mornings I'll have a coffee to wake me up, and then wake me up before you go. So I'm not hanging on the edge of Soho. And then like sort of like the afternoon I'll have tea, but I'll alternate it. So I'll have like one time tea, next time coffee, next time tea, next time coffee, you know. But you do get quite a good pack of sachets in that box, so it's pretty good. Some very interesting colours in this. I think now that I'm doing a pig, I'm going to have to watch that film, Charlotte's Web, and the pig, I can't get it out, the pig film that's called Babe. I always love that programme for the theme tune where it goes, if our hair was to make a day for you, I'll bring you a morning golden you. I would make this day last for water. I'll have to see if it's on Disney. Bloody pen won't pick up again. How much more wax does it need? Jesus, I put like, on my other pens, I very rarely put wax on, but this pen, even with the first one I had, it's always got to have like regular supply of wax. There's something wrong with this. But yeah, I'll have to see if it's on like Netflix or Disney Plus and that. I don't like Prime Video because Prime Video are crafty. What they do is say like it's an old film. They will, like every so often, they'll put like a rental fee on it. And I think that's wrong. Because Prime members pay like $8.99 a month, so you see what I mean? I can actually see me finishing this in Christmas, you know, at this rate. But what I might do is I'm thinking about doing like double sessions as well. So like we do the pig on the Saturday and the pig on the Sunday sometimes. I'm not sure yet, but the idea is that we tackle the June paintings and also tackle the farmyard as well. So we've got a U in the building. Where's the U gone? Aha, you got it. Mr. Bombastic, silly fantastic, Mr. Rubber. There's something in the background saying something about bombastic. How are we doing for time? Okay, so 10 minutes. I think we can get another 2 rows done in that time, hopefully. So yeah. Although it's hot, it helps my insomnia out because the heat will tire me out, which is great. So hopefully. Last night I took another promethazine because my sleep's just been terrible this week. So it really was quite nice, and I got up at like 11 o'clock in the morning, and I normally get up at 7. So it was just really nice to have that lovely Sunday morning lie in. Do you remember the videos I used to do back in February with Bim Narim, with that Sunday morning love you, Monday morning love you, I wanna love you every day. The slow version is crap, but the speeded up one is brilliant. Such a fantastic song. You're the beast of my melody. You're the epicenter, something there inside of me. But I'm hoping my mum will do me a lovely slap up, lovely meal, like she always does. Whenever I visit, yeah, she'll always do me a cup of tea with like some sort of lunch or whatever it may be. Last time I think, what was it I had? I think it was fish and chips. Yeah, fish and chips. Classic fish and chips. Nice big haddock. I do like cod, but I much prefer haddock. Haddock is much better. I can't remember if this is the first line or the second line, but I don't know. I think what I'm going to do, guys, actually, is I'll just finish this line off. It just gives me a bit longer to make the tea and sit down and get my bourbons, But I can't believe how much we've done. We've really done quite a lot on this. So, as I said, you won't get the piggy next week because that's probably going to be the cow. We still ain't got round to doing the cow, and I would like to get that started at least. So, yeah. Okay, so that's how it's looking. That is really, really cool. It's got that sort of light texture and then that lovely sort of inner ear colour of the pink. Really, really gorgeous. Oh, I'm loving this. This is absolutely fantastic, and it's really coming out with that colour. As I said, what we'll do is, depending on throughout the week, I might be able to free up some more trays, and we won't have to do, just do this part and then do that part. But it's like a yin and yang, isn't it? Sort of symbol going on there, the yin and then the yang. But this is really lovely, and it's really so nice to get into this pink. But anyway, if you like what... Oh, we're missing a drill. No, I can't be missing a drill. Quick, where's the E? I want that field. I can't have that. How have we missed that? There we go. E. Stay. This is why you need to buy sealing for your paintings, and I still forgot to order it. But anyway, if you want to get this for yourself, it is available through Amazon. The link's in the description of the video. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, tap the bell if you haven't done so already. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't done so already. It's totally free of charge. And I'll see you tomorrow for the next phase of the Starfish Globe. Yes, take care, and I'll catch you later.